Republican lawmakers are getting closer to repealing a Jim Crow-era pistol permit law, but Mecklenburg County's first African-American sheriff thinks it's a bad idea. Our chief political correspondent, Emma Withrow, joins us now live from the pistol permit office to explain this oxymoron.
So, although this law was originally established, many claim, to keep African Americans from purchasing firearms, Sheriff Garry McFadden believes that its purpose is actually an important purpose in current times, and he wants to keep it in place. If written into law, the repeal of the pistol purchase permit law will remove the step of getting a county sheriff to sign off on an application to buy a handgun. Mecklenburg County Sheriff Garry McFadden thinks this change is a terrible idea.
Sure, the law was racist in 1919, but now we're here now saying allow the sheriff to do their job. Allow the sheriff to be the sounding board and allow us, who our citizens elect, to be in our counties, to give us the final say-so on who should have a permit and not.
McFadden says his vetting process is much more thorough than NICS, which is the FBI's national system that checks records on people who might be disqualified from receiving firearms. But some Republican lawmakers feel McFadden and other North Carolina sheriffs are abusing their power and not signing off on pistol permit applications for people who should be approved.
I'm not surprised one bit that he does not like what we're doing. Because this is going to interfere with his way of controlling guns, but it's controlling guns for honest people, not for criminals.
That's Republican Representative Jeffrey McNeely, who voted yes to repeal the pistol purchase permit law. Republican lawmakers have also pointed out the original law was passed in 1919 with the intent to discriminate against African Americans by not allowing them to purchase firearms. But researchers from the Duke Center for Firearms Law didn't necessarily find much historical evidence racial discrimination was actually the law's purpose.
The takeaway, which is maybe a satisfying one, is just that it's really tough to generalize, and my suspicion is it just means that the law was being applied differently in different places across the state.
But McNeely disagrees and thinks it's quite obvious what the initial intentions of this law really were.
It's a well-known fact. You could go and look at the gun registered in there and try to trace that lineage and see if they were white or black, and I think you would find very, very few.
Nevertheless, McNeely isn't supporting the repeal of this law strictly because of its Jim Crow past, but rather to make it easier for people to lawfully obtain firearms. But McFadden wants to vet these applications himself and make sure there aren't any signs of mental issues before issuing a permit.
I'm going to go the extra step. I'm going to look at all the records. I'm going to go to the mental institution. I'm going to go to the VA, and we're going to have my staff to look through all the paperwork to make that solid, sound decision on we are giving the right permit to the right person.
So the repeal of the pistol purchase permit law passed through the North Carolina House. Now it's in the Senate, and it's awaiting a vote there. But at the end of the day, it's going to have to get past Governor Cooper to actually be written into law. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens. But for now, reporting live from the Mecklenburg County Sheriff's Office, Emma Withrow, Queen City News.